Hi, Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product video. This time we're looking at the Gihei, and I'm sorry if I screwed up the name on that one, but didn't check that one ahead of time. HAP40 Nakiri 165mm knife. This line of knives has a core steel of HAP40 or powdered metallurgy semi-stainless steel. Also, they've kind of coined the phrase of Chef Knives to Go voodoo steel because it seems to hold its edge forever. And the heat treat rating, man, these are hard steel knives. So 65, 66 Rockwell, really hard and really high wear resistance, so very high edge retention on these. The construction is stainless steel cladding with a Kasumi sanded finish on top of that core steel. You can see the core steel at the edge right here. These are fairly shiny. They're not mirror polished, but they're pretty shiny. So here's your grind line right here towards the edge. You've got some embossed logo with the horse, I believe, and some other goodies on there. Some kanji and HAP for HAP40. And real nice fit and finish on this blade. The weight on this is pretty light. This is not a huge knife, so it's pretty light. 4.9 ounces. Blade length, 6.5 inches, 165 millimeters. Overall length, about 11.8 inches. It might vary a little bit based on what handle they put on these. Very thin knives. These are quite thin. Here is the spine thickness. You can see how thin they are. 1.6 millimeter here. Holds that all the way through. It's a Nakiri, so it's pretty much that same thickness all the way to the end. And then at the heel here, chin height is 50.5. Halfway down the blade, it's 51.2, so it gets a little taller as you go towards the front of the blade. Handle is one of those Isaiah custom, semi-custom, octagonal tiger maple ferrule with a wenge main part of the blade or the handle, and just beautifully done, super smooth finish. 2 7/8 circumference at the ferrule wood area here. Fits the blade perfectly in my opinion as far as the size goes. Plenty of clearance for your fingers. Profile on this blade is pretty darn flat. You can see that. It's quite flat with a little bit of relief at the end. Let's put it on our board. So here's what it looks like on the board. You don't have a continuous curve, but it is a Nakiri, so nice long flat spot on this with a little bit of relief in the edge for some low stuff like green onions or scallions, stuff like that. You want to do a little bit of rock cutting for some small stuff, you still can do that. And let's take a look at the balance point. This might vary by the handle that you have on these, but it's right about there on this knife. A little bit forward of a pinch. And great fit and finish on this. It's not super relieved, but it doesn't feel rough at the same time. So these came okay sharp out of the box. I did sharpen them out of the box, and the HAP40 sharpened okay. I used a Shapton Shapton Pro stone, and it actually sharpened up a little bit easier than I thought it would. And this got really sharp pretty quick. And it's a nice performing Nakiri because it is pretty thin, and I was pleasantly surprised. So it's just a delightful knife to use. So there you have the Gihei HAP40 Nakiri 165mm knife.